Hey guys, angry old man here. Well, I told you today's workout was going to be a little more difficult, and it is, just a little. What we're going to do today, guys, is we're going to do basically what a lot of people call a progressive. There's no need to do a warm-up, but if you want to do some stretching or whatever, you're more than welcome. We're going to start, and it is late today. Got home a little later than usual from work, so we're going to start and do a 5-minute walk. This isn't a stroll or a sachet. This is just a brisk walk. You're going to want to try to get your heart rate up at the upper end, or the very lower end, if possible, of your recovery zone. After walking for 5 minutes, we're going to pick it up to the recovery rate. And you're going to hold that for 5 minutes. And again, it's getting dark. I'm trying to get some light. There you go. Then it's going to be move up to the aerobic zone for 5 minutes. Here's where it gets a little hard. After 5 minutes in the aerobic zone, you're going to bump it up to the LTH or lactate threshold zone. And then you're going to hold that for 5 minutes. You see the pattern here? All right. After you hold that for 5 minutes, you're going to back it back down to the aerobic zone for 5 minutes, and then keep going down to eventually you're back at a walk again. So it's going to be, sorry, got some traffic. It's going to be walk, recovery, aerobic, lactate threshold, aerobic, recovery, walk. Got that? Now, that's a little bit more intense than we're used to. The good side of this exercise is that there's no need to spend extra time doing warm up and cool down because you have that walk and aerobic. Now, you might not think that it's a lot of time in the lactate threshold zone, but the reality is if you have been sedentary, you're going to find holding that lactate threshold very challenging. So some pointers on that are, when you're walking, you should be able to talk normally. You shouldn't have to huff and puff. You should be able to sing a song to yourself. Same thing in the when you move up to the recovery zone, you should be able to have a peaceful, calm conversation. You shouldn't have to take breaths and blurt out phrases or a couple single words and try to communicate. When you reach the aerobic zone, you're going to start to have a little trouble talking. but you shouldn't be able to, or it shouldn't stop you, but it should be strong phrases and have to take a deep breath and then say what you want. By the time you reach the lactate threshold, you should just be spurting out a few words and phrases. Shouldn't be really in the exhausted, or but you also shouldn't, what's the word? You shouldn't be sputtering. The other zones which we're not using today will be, would take you up into the VO2 and the Supermax. The VO2 and Supermax zones, yeah, talking's not really much of an option at those points. Even when I'm doing my sprint work, I can usually barely grunt out a hello, a good morning. I usually resort to just, if I'm doing a fast run on the trail and I see somebody I know, I usually just resort to throw my hand up, wave, and smile in between gasping for air. So if I don't talk to you, I've just been working hard. Anyway, I've been walking here for, yeah, I'm blind as a bat without these. I don't know if you guys have figured that one out yet. Yeah, I can't see anything without my glasses. And these things are like, you know, 2 Coke bottle bottoms taped together. And they're running goggles, and they're actually fixated about 25 or 30 feet in front of me, about 10 yards or so in front of me, which is about what I need to see when I'm running. A lot of times if I don't catch it, I'll end up, you know, stumbling over things because they actually get out of my clear line of view. Anyway, let's pick up to the blue zone, or the recovery zone. I'm going to go check that out. Let me get my watch set up here. All right, I'm at 90 right now. 90 beats a minute. Now that's going to be different for everybody based on your age. But you should still be able to carry on a genuine conversation with someone while you're doing this. Anyway, I don't want to take you through the whole regime. That would just be boring, like seriously boring. So just follow along with that. If you have any questions, let's see where the heart rate has gotten up to. Oh yeah, I've already passed that. You got to really back down. All right. I was actually creeping into the aerobic zone there. Takes a little practice. I spend a lot of my running time in that aerobic zone, right above recovery but below the LTH. That's where you build a lot of your endurance and your fitness. But anyway, just go through that exercise where you start, you walk for 5 minutes, bring it up to a light jog. Heart rate should be in the recovery zone. Next, you'll want to move it up to that aerobic zone for 5 minutes, LTH zone, and aerobic, recovery, and then walk. Now, we will get more vigorous as time goes on. I just don't want anybody to get hurt, and I'm really concerned about folks who haven't done very much activity. So if you're underwhelmed, again, I strongly recommend you use that recovery run that I showed you if you think you need to do a little extra miles. You can do the workouts I included in the ancillary workout video. in the description in that video. Eventually, we're going to be doing this workout, but we're going to be pushing it a little bit harder and a little bit longer. Okay, a lot of bit longer and a lot of bit faster. Anyway, you guys have a great night. I'm going to finish this run up. And as I tell everybody, always remember, guys, run angry, my friends.